recently talking a lot about JCVD made me finally want to pull the trigger on getting Cyborg from Scream Factory. And this is another Jean-Claude Van Damme movie that came out on Canon Films. It was Bloodsport. Then he had one other movie that came out. It was like something that wasn't like a big name at all. Then he did this. Then he did Kickboxer. This movie, Kickboxer and Bloodsport, are my three favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. I mean, I'm a purist. I'm a Kickboxer, Bloodsport guy. I mean, that's just Jean-Claude Van Damme to me. But this movie was so unexpected because this movie is actually like a thriller, but it's also dark.
I was just about to ask this because there are certain releases, because you know how Scream Factory is just Shout Factory, but there's some that get put on the Scream Factory imprint that baffle me. And I never considered Cyborg a horror movie. And that's why I was going to ask you, is Cyborg more of a... I have not seen... I love Bloodsport.
Dude,
I've seen Kickboxer. I always missed Cyborg.
I would recommend Cyborg to anyone that is a fan of Jean-Claude or not. I think this is such an interesting movie because it is a thriller. It's scary at times. Some of the imagery is a little unsettling at times. The main villain is very terrifying. The dude is actually in Point Break for a second. He's one of the three guys that tries to get in a fight with Keanu Reeves. One's Anthony Kiedis, one's, whatever. The guy's name is
the dark-haired guy
with the really piercing blue eyes.
Is he the "we're just gonna fuck you up" guy in Point Break?
Vincent Klein.
I'm watching this immediately just because of that.
He is absolutely terrifying in this film. I'm not, and again, this is a thriller, and it's an apocalyptic sort of wasteland type of a movie. Some virus has just decimated everything. There is a cure that is embedded inside of this half human, half robot or cyborg. And Jean-Claude Van Damme has been tasked to take this person somewhere so that this cure can be given out. However, this guy, this villain, and his band of like pirates, they want to capture her so they can have the cure for themselves and kind of rule the world, so to speak. But
it's pretty highbrow. For
that's the plot.
JCVD vehicle.
I know, and that's the plot. And why I was trying to explain that too is that you have this sort of weird sort of concept that he's in, and he's flexing his JCVD muscle. It's not like Kickboxer. It's not just to show what he can do, but when it's time for him to fight, he does his stuff. It's really well done too. I feel like the production value is good. The way that they made everything look really destroyed and all the costumes that are done. It's just unlike any other Jean-Claude Van Damme movie I've ever seen. And it's actually like really well done, in my opinion. And Scream Factory put out a really decent release. I was late getting it, so I didn't get the slip or anything. But you do get a new 2K scan of the interpositive, some new interviews, some special effects, that kind of stuff. But it's pretty cool, man. I mean, I would check it out for sure.
It almost sounds like a John Carpenter movie. It does. Like what you're saying, where it works and it's fun, and the product, like, not that Canon had some great budgets for production ones, but like Masters of the Universe works.
Yeah,
for some
it does.
reason.
Yeah,
Over the Top.
Yeah,
works for some reason. And I'm getting the impression this is kind of like in that vein. I want to check this out,
dude. Man, it's cool. I mean, you could definitely see maybe there's like a Mad Max-ish kind of vibe with the costumes and things they were trying to do. With some of the weapons they have and stuff. But yeah, man. I mean, there's like a scene where Jean-Claude Van Damme gets crucified, like actually pretty intense scenes, and he's got to do his like Jean-Claude Van Damme thing to like rip himself off of this cross that they hung him to. It's pretty intense what goes on in this movie, but I don't know, it's pretty cool. So definitely consider picking that up or checking that out if you haven't already.